Hello, my name is Luke Medvegy. Here I am with Strategy Unlocked podcast. It's for helping vets here unlock their strategy. Hey, today is a great opportunity. As you can tell, it's a little different from our normal scene. Today, I'm out here at the airfield in Springfield, Ohio. It gives us the opportunity to see the Pulsar, there we go. And I'm standing here today with
Don Berchoff, CEO and founder of True Weather Solutions, 24 years in the U.S. Air Force as a meteorologist and aircrew weather officer, served as Science and Technology Director at the National Weather Service, and contributed to NASA collaborations.
Hey, Don, tell us a little about your service, if you don't mind.
Air Force in 1985. Actually, I'm a meteorologist. Always wanted to be a meteorologist. Got my degree in meteorology, went to OTS. And an aircrew meteorologist. In my first assignment, I got to fly in F-6 KC-10s and 135s as an aircrew meteorologist. And just had a great career in running regional weather centers. I ran Manassas Air Base as the commander for a year. And
that's awesome.
Just had a great career, yeah.
That's awesome. It's a great experience. So, when you were serving, what was your call? What was your passion? Why did you take up this life in service? And it lasted for quite a while. So what was your passion? What was your call?
Well, my call is, I have to say, weather's always been my call. I mean, I was 7 years old. I decided I was going to be a weatherman.
Were you one of those guys that took a kite and put like ring on it, flied it up in the storm in the city and see if they get lightning would strike it? Is that the type of guy you are? You strike me, you might be that type of guy.
Well, I wasn't a Benjamin Franklin type,
okay.
But I used to run out when I was young and measure the snow in my underwear and my bare feet because I was excited about how much snow was falling.
Awesome.
So that's got to be a little crazy, but weather
That's
guy.
awesome.
Yeah.
So what else is interesting about that is that you still do that today, right?
Well, I'm a little slower.
Okay.
I can't move as fast as I used to.
That's awesome. Hey, Don and I have been going back and forth all day today like this. It's pretty cool. Looks like here, we're going to take a quick second, pan over. Looks like we're about to have 3 crafts take off here, all electric. This is awesome. This is incredible. So that was that. So tell us a little more about your business, if you don't mind. I think you're sharing a little about being a veteran, and it's really important to us here. You try to make sure veterans have a voice, which we talk about in our principles. And to also one of our good founders and friends, Patrick Kahn, who's definitely a military influencer and a good friend of mine. Talk about collaboration, communication, and grit. That's kind of what our belief. In our ecosystem, we believe no ego in our ecosystem because we want vets to have a voice no matter where they are and what's going on. And that's kind of what led us to where we are today. Here we are, like in the middle of the airfield where folks are like, gonna push us out of the way. Joking, but not really.
No, actually,
it's good though.
If we don't get hit by a plane or a car here in the next 10 minutes, I think that'll be a good day.
That's awesome. Hey, so tell us a little more about when you work at NASA. I think that's a great point to come on for a moment.
Well, so in background, 28 years in government, I did a lot of things. I worked on staff level things. Then after from the Air Force, I was in the National Weather Service. And the National Weather Service, I was the Science and Technology Director. And that's where I really figured out we had all this great technology for weather that we were not getting out into the system. We're still working in 1990s weather right now for measuring the atmosphere. And so once
Are we talking the red balloon goes up, captures the weather? Or
yeah, one balloon goes up twice a day, captures some weather 100, 200 miles apart, and that's it. That's all we're collecting.
Wow.
And at an airfield,
wow.
you get the local ground-based weather, but honestly, below 2,000 feet in the atmosphere, we're not collecting real data right now. We're using models. And so I realized when I saw the growing air taxi industry, I said, this is a business model that's going to require much more precision in weather. So we started a company that is really about collecting real data, not just moving the data we have around to make it look pretty. That's what you get in a lot of cases from weather companies. You're just moving the data around, making it look pretty. What we want to do is get real data to show these models to really work the low altitude and get better, more precision wind, more precision on IFR and things like that. So that's what we're doing.
Love it. So if you hear his passion is coming through from service, transferring and coming through to what he's doing now post-service, he's still serving. When I hear he's serving at actually at your terms, your level, and serving honestly a very well needed niche that he discovered is a needed niche from service. Hey, folks listening, I'm telling you this right now. If you're still serving in your active duty and you're listening today to Strategy Unlocked podcast, do what I did. Grab a little black book, because we always have to walk around with our books. Grab a little black book a little pocket-sized one. Put in it things that you notice, the gaps, the seams, the holes in the swing, the things that you notice that is missing. So one day when you retire, you never know. You might be that CEO. You might be that Don out there that says, hey, I noticed this is a gap in the seam. And I think I'm going to try to fix it when I retire or when I'm ready to serve in the next evolution of my own service.
Let me just say, I would never be where I am today if I didn't have all those military experiences where I was supporting real-time military operations, where we had our gaps in weather data coverage. I don't know if I told you earlier, but I was such a desperate weatherman that when I was at Kunsan with F-16 pilots, we used to have sea fog that would come in unexpectedly. And one day I was watching the Korean forecasters speaking to somebody in Korean, and I kept hearing foggy. And I said to him, I said, who are you talking to, Mr. An? And he said, I'm talking to the islands. I go, there's islands out there? Because remember, these are one-year remote tours. We don't know what the hell we don't know. And he goes, yeah, islands. I go, well, who are you talking to? He said, my family. I said, you're telling me that your family is telling you when it's foggy out there? Because I knew that if we knew it was foggy, we'd know when to bring it in to get the airplanes back, right? So I changed the SOP on the spot. You're gonna call Mr. An every hour. He's gonna call his family so we know whether there's fog coming in or not. And those are the gaps that I learned about. Those are the gaps I learned about that I'm trying to solve today, because we can't depend on Mr. An anymore to scale this industry.
What's pretty cool about that, though, is as a military veteran, and this is just what I see, we talk about why vets make great consultants, why vets make great coaches, why veterans make great leaders of industry. Specifically, the exact answer or example that Don was sharing is that you're out there and you learn how to adapt, you learn how to overcome, and you leverage what we call common sense. So I think the vets that leverage common sense, that adapt and overcome what I call maybe basic to even grandiose problems, are the vets that become successful. I will also add, you're charismatic, you're likable. Odds are you'll probably go a little further too. But those things complement and help you in your own business solutions today. So please take notes. Like the great one to put down is be charismatic. Hey, look at problems simply. Use the KISS principle. Keep it simple because we're supposed to. And that's the right answer to do. And I think that will help everyone as they transfer over. You gave a great example there on how to really unlock a strategy with leveraging the systems you currently have. A lot of people go out, they'll go buy new devices, new electronics, new these different things, but he leveraged a common sense that's right there in his fingertips. Now, let's say you did want to scale up though, and you own a vertiport, you own an airport, and you're like, you know what? I don't have my mom, uncle, or family miles down the road or an island. I am interested and I want to learn how to scale up today. But you know what? Weather is important to me, and I want to learn how I can find a weather system that can help me become more successful so I can tell proper weather, be more accurate, and allow the folks behind the system do their data analytics. Let them play with the SaaS system so I don't have to. Let them worry about those upper level problems. But all I want to do is know what my weather is. Where can they find out more about True Weather Solutions?
Well, you can come to www.trueweathersolutions.com. There's no E in True. It's TRUW. You can reach me on LinkedIn, Don Berchoff, Berchoff. Just Google weather, Don Berchoff, because I'm the only one in the world with that name, and he's doing weather. So that's the way I would reach me. But I want to drive home here is a point you were making about taking notes on where you see gaps, right? Because most of the time, we're on the ground. Frequently, people live in an ivory tower, right? They study theses and theories. But it's only when those on the ground come up and say, this is a real problem. This is a problem that has to be solved. And that's when you really can have a successful business, right? If you're trying to do it from the top down, you're not always going to make it because you don't have proof that there's a problem that's important enough to somebody to pay for. You got to make sure whatever you're doing, you have a business case that's important to somebody. And most vets know what's important because we lived it and we wish we had it when we were doing our job.
That's so true. Very true.
Yeah.
Hey folks, listen to Don. Look him out on social media. Follow True Weather Solutions, True without the E, and continue pushing and persevering forward because Don's making it happen and plenty of you vets will make it happen too. Hey, if you're looking and you want to contribute, you want to check out more great videos, you want to be more involved in the veteran community at any level, please check out AmericanSkyport.com. Please check out thebusinessnavigators.com. Please check out veterancoachingnetwork.com. Please check out Strategy Unlocked. Check out Strategy Unlocked. Like us on all of our social media, because we're here doing this for you today. We want to make sure we're giving vets voices across the United States, especially at great events where they're innovators, innovating, and the future of transformation happen in reality today. Thank you. Thanks, Don.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Hold on to your seats, folks. The future of travel is here. Picture this: zipping through the skies in a sleek, eco-friendly eVTOL. No traffic jams, no delays, just pure, unfiltered freedom. eVTOL, or electric vertical takeoff and landing, is not just a leap in transportation, it's a game changer for the rural Midwest. Imagine connecting small towns to big cities in minutes. But to make this dream a reality, we need to build the infrastructure, hubs, spokes, the whole shebang. This is where you come in. Investing in American Skyport, LLC today means transforming transportation tomorrow. Cleaner skies, faster commutes, and an interconnected world. So, are you ready to be part of the change? Invest in American Skyport LLC now, and let's soar into a brighter, greener future together.